jẹ́ kí a fi àyè sílẹ̀ fún alamí láàrin wa. Mo wá fẹ́ sọ ọ́ báyìí wípé tí a bá wá rí ẹnikẹ́ni nínú ìgbìmọ̀ yìí tí ó fẹ́ gba àbọ̀dè tí ọmọ Yorùbá tàbí tí ó ń ṣe ojú àwọn ọ̀tá nínú ìgbìmọ̀ dídá Odùduwà Republic sílẹ̀. Irú ẹni báyìí ó rí ìjà Ṣàngó ẹ máa gbé àṣà. Àṣà. Kí ó rí ìjà Ṣànpọ̀nná ẹ gbé àṣà. Àṣà. Kí ó rí ti Ọbàtálá ẹ gbé àṣà. Àṣà. Kí ó wá rí ti Èṣù Ọ̀dàrà onílé oríta ẹ gbé àṣà. Àṣà. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi inú kan ṣe. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jìjà yìí tọkàntọkàn. Kí àwọn alálẹ̀ kó lè fi gbogbo ọwọ́ sí i. Kí wọ́n lè fi gbogbo ọkàn wọn sí i. Kí wọ́n lè bá wa rin ìrìn àjò.
Mo kí gbogbo wa níbikíbi tí a ti láǹfààní àti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Mo kí lọ́kùnrin, mo kí ní obìnrin. We play the anthem and then we embark on the broadcast in just about a few minutes.
Iṣẹ́ wa lẹ́wà orílẹ̀-èdè wa. Kàgbéga, kàgbéga, kàgbéga fàyèrè. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ní pé bá ti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́. Ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká yọ̀ọ̀dá. Ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ni ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lépa. Tẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ òdàdìgbé bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ̀. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀.
And a very good afternoon and welcome to our afternoon broadcast. Ẹ rí pé mo fẹ́ fi àwòrán kan wọ̀n wá fún ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa níbikíbi tí ẹ ti ń wò wá. I just picked up the signal myself just about half an hour ago when I received a call that there's a kind of situation happening at Idiroko border. I'm going to play the video. It's a 19 minute 2 seconds in just about a few minutes. But I'm also getting ready for those that are having opportunity to watch us on other platforms, especially on the YouTube as well. My name is Olayomi Koiki. Motisoni so many times that Nigeria is a big elephant and situation will change anytime, any day, and we should be prepared. The video I'm about to play, you will see my face. Don't worry about my face yet. Let's focus on the conversation. Video tí mo fẹ́ fi wọ̀nyí was a video that was just produced today. It was a live broadcast, like I said, 19 minutes 2 seconds, and the situation that you're about to watch is not a movie. It's a real situation. I don't know what the situation is presently as I speak, but it indicates that the country called Nigeria, there's a lot of people that are tens already, and that means Bishiman Soni Bugba, Lori Kori. People will face the situation in Nigeria as we agitate for the Yoruba nation, because it's a big elephant. That means everybody will play their role. But let us go straight into that video, and then after the video, I'll have another video that I'm going to be playing as well. I'm sure some of you must have seen that video on our timeline. Let us go straight into this particular video that I'm about to, to show you right now. And like I said, this was broadcast from Oromiyan TV, where one of our brother called me and asked me to watch the video. I know few of those in that video, even though I've received calls that they were not putting on Yoruba Nation. But ẹ máa gbọ́ pé wọ́n sọ pé Yoruba Nation now. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ wo in tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní border Idiroko just about less than an hour ago, I guess. But like I said, whatever the situation is on the other side, I can't tell you now. But this is what took place at Idiroko. And let's watch the video together.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I want to put that. Oh yeah.
No, won't be long, won't be long. Hold on, live.
Ẹ jáde tó wá níbọn yín. Sójà ní bọ́ọ̀mù ṣáà lè jú ni. Àwọn òfin Nàìjíríà mọ̀ ojú àníṣọ́ lè dá dúró.
So bí ọba yẹn ṣe máa máa lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ náà fẹ́ súnmọ́. I'm not anybody down. I want to try to get I don't come in. I want to throw water. I want to throw you. They want camera. They want to go to camera. They want camera. What's Yoruba nation, not going back. Not going back. Yoruba nation, not going back. Àwọn ibi yóò jáde ìbọn ẹ̀kọ́ lẹ́sìn gbà lọ́wọ́ wọn. Àwọn bíbí iṣẹ́ ọ̀tún jẹ́ ní kọ́ ti wá yín kí ní ìwò. Bí Fúlàní àbí ṣé Fúlàní lẹ́yìn somebody move me ẹni ìbọ́dà ìwọ̀n àṣì bọ́dà ẹlẹ́ni yẹ̀rí gangan. No going back. No going back. Ẹ kà sí bọ́dà ká tó lọ. Ẹ kà sí ká tó lọ. position. That's
Bọ́dà láwa yìí, bọ́dà.
IDK.
Bọ́dà láwa yìí.
IDK.
Idiroko bọ́dà.
IDK.
Idiroko bọ́dà, Odua Nation.
IDK.
Ẹni ṣọ́ká lọ sí bọ́dà yẹn.
IDK láwa yìí.
Ẹni ṣọ́ká lọ sí.
Come collect it again.
Ẹ̀yẹ̀ gbà.
Kí sójà máa máa yìnbọn tẹ̀. Èyí tó bá tẹ́ ẹ̀rọ ẹ̀kẹ́ gbọ́nú wọn ẹ gbọ́nú wọn yóò fi sọ́jà ọgbà ẹ̀ mọ̀ bọ́yìn ni ẹ̀yìn náà ó yà shoot náà àṣẹbí gẹ́gọ̀ forward shoot. It's okay. Don't spoil anything. Don't spoil anything. Don't spoil anything. Don't fire anybody. Hey, bros, no. Make go inside. Go front, your guy. Make go front. Go front. Don't do anything for soldier. Don't do anything for soldier. This is my problem. This is my situation. I don't support support. Border Idiroko. IDK. This is for IDK. Yes. No! Hey! You must come back! Come! Don't move the way! Please! Everybody must stop! Just last Benin Republic! Republic. This is the Republic. They don't open border now, my brother.
Yes, live and direct.
Live direct. Hey, don't destroy everything. Hey, don't destroy everything.
Ẹ̀yin wá rí ẹ̀ má yìnbọn ẹ̀ fi bọ́lá ẹ̀ má yìnbọn. Bọ́dà la fẹ́ ṣí adé.
Mama, wọ́n ọ̀dọ́dọ̀ yìí. You must leave your load, mama.
Ẹ dúró lánàá gẹ́tì mo fẹ́ gbàgbọ́ yẹn fún wọn.
Olórí ọ̀dọ̀ ọgbà wo oníwálé ọ̀gá mi. Ẹ máa já gẹ̀ẹ́sì ẹ̀ àìsí. Ẹ kàn fún àìsí jáde.
Ẹ̀sán ìjọba ń gbà wọ́n ò tẹ̀ fún wọn látàbọ̀.
Ìbọn immigration.
Àti ṣí bọ́dà o. Ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ àti ṣí.
Àti ṣí bọ́dà báyìí. Kìdá wọ́n kú bọ́dà náà. Àti ṣí bọ́dà báyìí.
Ṣí bọ́dà.
Àti ṣí bọ́dà
Oda
báyìí.
nation of your group.
Oda nation. Àti ṣí bọ́dà báyìí. Àti ṣí bọ́dà Idiroko. Àti ṣí bọ́dà. See any people, all of them dey here. See people boy. I don't open border. But now. Hey. Hello, camera. Come on, shut up. Hey, come. Fly. It's okay. Hey, it's okay. Sorry, just. Yeah. Where the camera? Hey, it's okay. Sit down. Kill out the camera. Hey. Where your phone? Bring your phone first. Hey.
Ẹ má jẹ ìpànyó. Èmi ló kojú báyìí. Ọmọ ẹni tó sọ̀rọ̀ ni. Àrùn ọmọ ìsọ̀rọ̀ tí kò ń dáhùn. Àfihàn. Ẹ má mú ọ yẹ gbé wa. Ẹ má mú bọ̀. Ẹ má mú bọ̀. On kámẹ́rà ni ṣá. Ẹ má fọwọ́ bo kámẹ́rà lẹ́yìn.
Ọ̀rọ̀ yà bẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ dùn dáadáa.
Ẹ ti kú dáadáa.
Ṣé sẹ́ẹ̀tì yẹn ni ẹ? Ṣé sẹ́ẹ̀tì yẹn ni ẹ? No, sẹ́ẹ̀tì ọ̀gá ni eléyìí o.
Ṣé wọ́n ti mú bọ̀?
Wọ́n ti mú bọ̀ sà.
Ó máa bá mi gbé bọ̀.
Ẹ má gbé bọ̀. Where is the guy?
Okay, that has been the video. Let's now turn the camera to me, and then we can have some more conversation this afternoon. Mo kí gbogbo wa níbi tí ẹ ti láǹfààní àti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. I still have one more video, and that video that I'm going to play, the next one, you would understand ìdí tí mo ṣe fẹ́ play. Last year, everybody knows that the northern border has been open continuously. but what she bọ́dà ti north, what she ti ilẹ̀ north, what ti ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. I recognize few faces on that thread, but I won't go into too much details. Nígbà tá bá ń sọ pé Nigeria is on the fire, and that fire will happen even by the time we are sleeping. Àwọn tó ń tẹ̀lé wa lọ lórí broadcast lánàá, if you follow the trend of the show on the late night broadcast yesterday, I said it, that it will get to a stage, things will change. And it might change when nobody is prepared. I made the same story pẹ̀lú the Tottenham fire that took place 2011 in UK. Everybody knows that there's a problem in Nigeria, but we are all living in denial as if nothing is going to happen. I said it yesterday during the show that the problem we are now facing is not the Fulani anymore. We are now facing the problem of the Southwest politician. The corrupt politician does not care whether a layman is hungry. The corrupt politician does not care whether the layman have anything to eat. And that will take me to Inti Babawa Kabiesiso some few days ago. I'm going to find that video and I'll play it again. The situation is going to get tense, whether we like it or not. It will get very hot, whether you are prepared or not. And what they might not even tell us what they want to do, because everybody have a role to play in bringing down this contraction called Nigeria. Some of us might be doing the talking, while some will be talking with the diplomacy, the diplomat part of things. But some will also take some step that you might never understand. I was also reading the news. I can also now confirm that there is now unknown gunmen in Kwara State because the police headquarters was set ablaze today. I'm going to play a video in a few minutes. And if anybody is still thinking that election will hold in Nigeria in 2023, you better start rethinking about that. You can see that the politicians are now trying to cajole every one of us by telling us that the problem is the 1999 Constitution. The same constitution that they've used for a very long time, to deceive and deceit millions of Nigerians and kept us in the abject poverty in the midst of every resources that we have in this country. But the time has come that the people, the indigenous people and the real owner of the land have said that enough is enough. And when we say enough is enough, people will react and people will do things that you might not think that it is the right thing to do. But I will say that is just a tester. In the north, in Castina, where the president comes from, we saw images, video evidence of motorbike and different ammunition coming through the border. Let me read this intelligence that just came to me to tell you that the Nigerian government knows that there's a trouble about to start. I received this intelligence about 2 hours ago. And this is what they have to say. And this was about a few days ago. This intelligence report was circulated among the DSS and the security apparatus in Nigeria. The commander, 16th Brigade, Nigerian Army, bear with me. Elebele Road, Okpolo, Yanagwa in Bayelsa State. According to the information, Law and Order planned importation of armament into country by the separatist group. Intelligence at the disposal of the service revealed that some separatist groups and criminal syndicates across the southwest and the southeast region, particularly those clamoring for the creation of Oduduwa and Biafra Republic, respectively, are making arrangements to import unspecified quantity of arms and ammunition from Europe and Asia. It was further disclosed that the consignment, which would be concealed in legal cargo so as to avoid detention of any security agency, would be imported into the country through any of the nation's port or land border. Accordingly, it is advised that the personnel at the entry point into the state should be extra vigilant with a view to intercept any possible illegal movement of arms and ammunition. This is for your information, please, for the State Director of Security. They are now writing letter among themselves. One letter the separatist group are trying to bring in ammunition into the country. But the Fulani bandit, the ISWAP that is getting delivery of ammunition. Let me remind us of what Obadiah told us. I'm sure you all remember him. Dr. Obadiah. You remember what he said to us last year? Obadiah, Malafia Obadiah told us that while we were in a lockdown last year, ammunition wọ́n gbé wọlé láti oríṣiríṣi bí ọ̀nà. He was the former deputy governor of Central Bank. Ó sọ fún wa, ó fi yé wa pé not twice, not 3 times, he sat down, ó jókòó pẹ̀lú àwọn Boko Haram. Ó dẹ̀ fi yé wa pé wọ́n fún wọn ní ammunition. And that is some of the current governor in the northern part of the country. Once again, a very good evening. Let me remind you what he said to us. Maybe some of you have forgotten. I'm just going to remind us quickly. Once again, a very good afternoon and good evening from wherever you've joined us. This is what Dr. Obadiah told us.
Let me make some revelations, because some of us also have our own intelligence networks.
Okay.
Have met with some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders. 1 or 2 who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown. Moving ammunitions, moving logistics, moving money.
I hope you're following that word of former deputy governor of Central Bank, Dr. Malafia Obadiah, telling every Nigerian that ammunition was being moved. Sophisticated weapon. We saw the RPG with the Boko Haram, and we saw Sheikh Gumi sitting down in their midst. But now, they are putting security on the separatist group. They are calling us the separatists, but they forgot to remember that we are fighting for the self-determination of our people. So, you can see the game that the Northern Caliphate, the Kaaba, are playing. Let's hear more from what Dr. Obadiah told us last year.
Money and distributing them in different parts of the country. They're already in the south, in the rainforest of the south. They're everywhere.
They are already in the south. That is why today, à ń rí pé wọ́n kidnap àwọn èèyàn ní Ogun State, ní Èkìtì, ní Kogi, ní Kwara, ní Ọ̀ṣun, ní Èkó. We can see the evidence base, and if you cannot think of that, even as at last week Saturday, this is what took place when somebody was kidnapped. The wife had to pay, or the family had to pay a ransom of 6 million naira before she was released. This was last week Saturday. Let me remind you. So if some of you are watching what is happening in Idiroko and wondering why are they opening the border, remember that the border has been left open in the northern part of the country for a very long time, and weapons, fighters have already moved into the southwest and the southeast of the country. You remember that? This is what we heard last week Saturday, when somebody was kidnapped in Ogun State, southwest of Nigeria. Let's hear this video.
Daddy, gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá bá mi gbé fóònù yẹn sí, bá mi gbé sọ́dọ̀ mi, so ti start yẹn. Mo ti start. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá nílé lóko níbikíbi tẹ́ ẹ wà ní báyìí a wà ní orí títì tó lọ sí Abẹ́òkúta láti Ìṣàgá orílẹ̀. Ẹni tí wọ́n gbé tẹ́ bá rò pé bóyá yẹ̀yẹ́ ni wọ́n ṣe tán ni wọ́n gbé yàn, ẹ̀yin tí ẹ gbàgbọ́ tọ́dẹ̀ máa wá kanlẹ̀kùn yàrá tiyín, ṣọ́ọ́tù títí náà ti ń gbá àwọn èèyàn sí, wọ́n máa wá kanlẹ̀kùn yàrá tiyín ni. Ṣẹ̀rí ọkọ ẹni tó gbé ìyàwó ẹ̀ lọ nìyí, ọkọ ẹni tí wọ́n gbé táwọn Fúlàní gbé ìyàwó ẹ̀ lọ lálẹ́ ìní, àwọn inú gbọ́tẹ̀lé wọn, àárí wọn mú ní báyìí. Ẹ wo bó ṣe dá ẹni ẹlẹ́ni sọ́dọ̀ wò, bí ẹni yìí ṣe dúró báyìí tó ń sunkún, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Buhari wàá rógun ẹkún o, wàá rógun òṣè, wàá rógun ìyà, àgbàjàgbàjà tìjàtì àti ẹ̀tì nítorí pé o mú àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ní orí ilẹ̀ bàbá wa, ó ní wá lára, ara ní ẹ́, gbogbo nǹkan tó bá ń ṣe tó ti ń jẹ́ fún ẹ kò ní jẹ́ mọ́, àfi tí ò bá ṣe ewé àti egbò náà fi ń ṣe, ló bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ bí ṣe wí lálẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe máa rí, àrọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́, ẹjọ́ ẹ bá mi sọ orúkọ ìyàwó yín.
Let's hear more from what this video tí mo ṣàfihàn yín nísìn was last week Saturday. But as at last year, Dr. Obadia was warning us in advance that we already have terrorists in our midst, terrorists that have sophisticated weapons. We saw them kidnap many school children across the northern part of the country, and negotiation was taking place right inside Nigeria territory with the Gumi, with the bandits, the terrorists. But yet, the DSS, the Navy, the security never went after them. The atrocity committed in the southeast is coming down to the southwest. And the next video after this I want to play, tí gbogbo yín ti rí tí alàgbà kan sọ pé àwọn tó pa MK Abiola, that is not where I'm going. He used the word something to say that we should not trust the Igbo people. I will say it again and again. The Igbo people is not our problem. Our problem is the cabal and the Hausa Fulani Caliphate that have kept us below abject poverty and doesn't want us to go back to how we were living in 1800 in big city and towns. The man is saying whatever he has to say, but now telling us that, oh, I'm not trusting our Igbo. I have said it. By the time we have our own nation, anyone will have to respect our constitution, and if you're not going to respect our constitution, we chuck you out of the system. So many people that have lived in Europe, in America, in Canada, in any part of the globe, if you do not sit down with their constitution, if you do not abide by their law, you will have to be deported back to your hometown. Let us hear more from Dr. Obadia.
They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people.
And last year, a prominent person was killed, a king in Yoruba land. Up till now, nobody knows. Ikuto Pakabiyesi, Dr. Obadia was warning us, but nobody was taking him serious. So whatever you saw taking place in Idiroko is just a tester to more of what is going to play out before 2023.
I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria. And
I hope everybody hear that. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria. They know that Nigeria is going to break anyway. One more Nigeria, because if everybody is now saying that we are not talking about the constitution now, we are talking about the indigenous people, the real owner of the land that wants to take the land. And yet, the cabal and those that does not want us to take the land, what do you think is going to happen? They will just say, oh, let's sign the document, everybody goes on their way, and everybody keep their resources. No, it's not going to happen like that. They will fund more of the problem before everybody understand that we are already at war. So whatever you saw at Idiroko, that those that went to open that border, I know in the next couple of hours, they will mobilize more soldiers into it. Mo sọ tẹ́lẹ̀, mo sọ fún yín pé inú state kan, inú agbègbè kan ni wọ́n ti máa paná wàhálà tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú Nigeria. Because I know the federal government will respond back to that Idiroko border. What they've done is they kept all the Hausa people at Idiroko and all our border and inside our urban city. And they kept the Yorubas and the other minority right into the Sambisa forest. Now, when you drive from Lagos going to your hometown, there is tendency that the person that will stop you is an Hausa man.
Don't joke with what I'm saying. I have a PhD from Oxford University.
Did you hear what he said? I hope you listen carefully to what he said. Don't joke with what he is saying. He's not a stupid man. He's got a PhD. PhD is not moi.
With what I'm saying, I have a PhD from Oxford University. I'm a central banker. We don't talk nonsense.
Did you hear what he said? He has PhD from Oxford University. As a banker, they don't talk nonsense. But some of them have stolen so much. Like your emir. Oh, he's no longer emir, but he's still sitting down somewhere in Lagos, Sanusi Lamido, controlling whatever they are controlling, having their own game plan. If any one of you think that these guys don't have their game plan, the game plan, they have so many game plans. They know that the Yoruba are very intelligent, but they are using our politicians to speak to us indirectly. Elo review 1999 constitution. So that when we give them the 1999 constitution to discuss, they will then use that to get into 2023. Election is not going to hold with the situation that is happening on a daily basis in Nigeria. Like I said, unknown gunmen has appeared in Kwara State, where the headquarters of the police station went in flame. We saw the unknown gunmen yesterday in Anambra State. 5 police officers were killed, a police station was burnt down, and more INEC offices have been taken down in the southeast. These are all unknown gunmen. But what they're doing now is give the Yoruba people to start debating, talking, the same nonsense talk that we have been sitting on for decades. That is what we have been sitting on. We have sat down talking and talking, but now some individuals have moved to Idiroko and opened the border. The government is going to respond to it, and those individuals might also respond back. That might trigger the war that is about to start.
So don't joke with what I'm telling you. I have this from the highest possible authority, higher possible.
He's telling us, myself and you, don't joke with what I am saying. That's Dr. Obadia. He's telling us, don't joke. Because some of you, not those of you watching, but those behind the camera, sitting down, looking at us and saying, oh, you guys don't know what you're talking about. He is telling me and you that we should not joke with what he is talking to us. In tó ń sọ fún wa pé ká má fi ṣeré rárá nítorí pé in tóun sọ yẹn in tóun lè fi ọwọ́ sọ̀yà pé ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ni, and everybody can see the picture of it. Forget about what is happening in Aso Rock. It is not the mannequin in Aso Rock, it is the cabal that is in control of Nigeria, and they know the game plan. Yoruba wants to go, Middle Belt wants to go, Biafra wants to go. Let us also create more problem before everybody goes their own way.
Higher authority of some of the commanders of the killers and Boko Haram.
You said northern governors, past or present, Dr. Badaya?
No, current.
Current. This video was last year. He's telling us that the current governor from the north are the one that are in charge of the Boko Haram, and we all have the evidence. We've seen those evidence. There's no point bringing those evidence to your face anymore. But what we are saying now is, are we also prepared? Ìjà wa náà ti múra, ìjà ti gbáradì. Nítorí pé intercorona rí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Idiroko rẹ̀, it will replicate a lot of problems, and those problems will be the governor of Lagos State will like to stop the influx of that border that have been opened. The federal government does not want Idiroko border to be open. They will now start mobilizing men, soldiers, to make their way. Maybe they will take some from southeast. I don't know. But what I can tell you is the whole military structure in Nigeria is not even up to 3 million. How they will be able to contain all this problem in their hands is what I don't know. Because they can't have 3 million security, including the Navy, Air Force, name them, to contain the problem that is currently ongoing as we speak right now. It is better that we stop and disintegrate out of Nigeria peacefully. But everybody knows that word peaceful is not in the head of a Fulani Hausa man that still wants to control myself and you.
Current. No, they said one of them is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. One of them. One
of the current governor in the northern part of Nigeria as at today, 2021, 29th day of May, 1557, is the current Boko Haram leader. And you are saying that we are all in a safe hand. We are not in a safe hand. But it is up to us as Yoruba people to now wake up. Forget about all these calling themselves leaders. They are no longer leaders representing us. Their time have expired and they don't have any say on the way out of we the Yorubas coming out of Nigeria. We would decide, and that decidement of that is part of what played out today at Idiroko when the border was open.
Yeah. And they are not looking for money. They have more than enough money. In fact, he told me they just came back from...
Once again, a very good afternoon and welcome to the afternoon broadcast. As a media, we will come up with so many videos at any given time without notice. That is what we do, especially at this very difficult time when things are happening simultaneously. I want to go and play us this video I talked about. Some of you have seen it on our timeline. I can also confirm that from that same source where in the Timothy play video that play like on Romion TV, I can also say that there is also youth have now seized the road in front of Winners Chapel over continued police harassment, extortion of commuters. Police have now fled the scene as angry youth block along Aton Songo Idiroko Road, and I guess that is the same axis. So the police have fled away, and if police cannot contain the problem, in Tomashenipe, one might recall for the military and the soldier to come down, and that will create more havoc. Let's play this next video. There's a part, like I said, I want to focus in the next video. Some of you have seen that video before, when the man was talking about who killed late Chief MK Abiola. But he talked about so many things in that video. But there was a point that he raised in terms of we shouldn't trust the Igbo people. So should I trust the Hausa, or should I trust the contraction of this APC government, or those calling themselves the leaders of this contraction you call APC governors, their senators and their House of Representatives? They are the problem for the Yorubas. The Igbo that wants to live with us by the time we are independent of our own will have to abide by our rules and regulations. But these are people that bring out videos. So where has this man been? Ibo ló wà, ẹ jẹ́ fún mi lómi, mo mind ẹjọ́. Ibo ni alàgbà yìí wà látijọ́ yìí. Tí kò sọ fún wa pé àwọn kan báyìí o ló pa MK Abiola o. Just the same way late Delegiwa was killed. Remember, MKO's wife told us about Abdul Salam Abubakar. That evil man is an evil bastard. That Abu Salam Abubakar, evil bastard. Let's hear what this man has to tell us. Once again, a very good afternoon and welcome. A lot of things going on at the same time as well. We say thank you very much to every single one of you that have been following us, as we continue to say, Nigeria will come down regardless. Yes, I know. We have 3 million, security apparatus in Nigeria. Can they contain every single part of Yoruba land? What there? To be Latimu or your state? Kamaitis or Lagos? So when people say that, the military can overrun everybody, how will they be able to overrun every one of us? They will overrun the southeast, they will overrun the southwest and the middle belt, plus the ISWAP and the Boko Haram operating in charge of them. And some of them are no longer taking command from the federal government and their cabal when they brought them in. Let's play this video.
Take life from Adesoya. Carton fridge like a cargo was in Nigeria. Because I have so far long. Nimba to sorrow ye found to my pa. Sergeant Kenneth, over the no only Mama ni Kenneth of Brumofi Yanu, Ilari, allow me Taunigi. To bat in Dadula, whom I keep running to bat in Wigilimo, who see reporting to the bar. Umba Edimusa, Gagash, Konakure, Bishimagaji, and Bamayi inside.
For the benefit of our listeners, and people tend to always say, oh yes, Amaso Yoruba is a Yoruba platform, but Emma Afinotikpe and one more Konkon don't understand Yoruba. It's not just because of the Biafra we speak English. We have a lot of our children that are also following what is happening. They are not confused. They know that their origin is Yoruba, but they might not understand that Yoruba as much as we are saying it. And that is why we have to carry them along, and we also have to carry along some of the other brothers and sisters from the Biafra and some of our white people, because they are watching us as well. They might not watch other platforms, but they are watching this platform, and I know that. They are journalists. They are documenting things as we continue, because they know that by the time the problem starts, they will tell the international community. Yesterday, go back and watch the video yesterday. I already gave a lot of messages to all the embassy in Nigeria to prepare for the worst case scenario, because there will be problem in Nigeria and they must start telling their representatives back in their homeland, whether they are from Canada, from Cuba, from Jamaica, from Rwanda, anywhere they come from, even Great Britain. And all this nonsense going around telling us the unity of Nigeria. There is nothing called the unity of Nigeria. The unity of Nigeria is no longer working. What is working now is the total disintegration of Nigeria. So what you are watching now is a confession by someone that worked very close with that evil genius that have died. I'm talking about Abacha. The one in Mina will not die yet. He will witness the Biafra, he will witness the Yoruba, he will witness the Middle Belt. That's Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. He will then die after those nation have come up because he is also part of the evil genius. But one of the most corrupt one, you see him with his white beards, he will die. I'm talking about Abu Salam Abubakar. Omar Kuni to Omar Lenier. You are also the cause of not just reason why MK Abiola died, but some other people that killed him. MK Abiola was not a perfect man. Nobody says so, that he was a perfect man. But he was still a Yoruba man that was killed right in that contraction country called Nigeria. And we will fight this till the end for the breakup of Nigeria.
Equally, since Abacha is there, let's kill Abiola so that the question will balance. But the got to have Ashotabela won't be a color question. You want $1 Abu Salam, you know what he did? Montoshe Abu Salam Abubakar Montoshe Apaniya Lawarabi.
Abdul Salam Abubakar is a killer. That is what this man is saying. He ate with them. He knows them. You know when you know people very well. Just like we all know all these corrupt politicians. They come to UK, they go to America, and they sleep in and sleep out. But yet, they think one day will be one day. Some of us will not rise up and start talking. And they think that they can deceive us by sitting down and say they are reviewing 1999 Constitution. 1999 Constitution will be very hot. Because by that time you had reviewed 1999 Constitution, Idiroko border was open some few hours ago. I don't know what the situation is, but the young men, the brave men went there and say enough is enough. You can't have the north border open and yet close our own border and also make life miserable for our mothers that are selling rice, our mothers that are making their businesses. You cannot continue to go into their shop and remove the rice from them when the contraction in the north have allowed weapon and ammunition and fighters to arrive into the southwest and the southeast and killing our people. Enough is enough. Nigeria will break whether you like it or not.
That day, Tabelaku, the death has not announced to any of us plane to one day, Abu Salam order for. There is a money, talk about CPL in there. They should go back to the record. Tabelaku, or what to that in the CPL.
Sorry about that. You know, sometimes people are not aware that we are live, and that's when the call is coming through as well. Let's go back.
Yeah. That very day and the following day, that in CBN. Let Abu Salam Abubakar, former commander-in-chief, this year, let him come and defend the death of MK Abiola. Babangida ni ọkàn láti gbé ìjọba yẹn lẹ. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn àgbààgbà mẹ́fà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lọ́dúndín Christian MK Abiola. So that one,
he also said, for those that could not understand what he said there, that let Abu Salam Abubakar, he's still alive, let him come out and defend. He doesn't know how the Chief MK Abiola died in Aso Rock. And not just him alone. He's also talking about 6 Yoruba elders. All these 419 elders. Àwọn tó máa máa pera wọn ní àgbàlagbà òṣì. Wọ́n ní kẹ́ máa bọ́ àgbàlagbà. Àwọn àgbàlagbà torí wọ́n ti gbálẹ̀. Àwọn àgbàlagbà tá máa fi orí yín fún àgbọn. Because you are part of the problem by selling us to the Fulani people. And now you are talking about 2023. 2023 is not going to happen. Kakaki 2023 ṣẹlẹ̀, there will be more chaos. Ṣé díẹ̀ lẹ́rí tó lọ sí border? The border that was open at Idiroko today is just a tester to what is about to happen before 2023. Let's go back and listen more to this 419 man, because they are all 419. Why now is he also talking? Why now is he talking? But that is not where I'm going. He mentioned something to do with the Igbo people, that we shouldn't trust them. Why should we trust him when he knew about all these? Why has he not spoken out until now? Divide and rule. There's nothing going to be divide and rule anymore. We will come out of Nigeria, and if any other nation wants to come out, we will work with them and get out of this small Nigeria.
So that one, Balu de tun lọ fún wọn ló jẹ nbe ta ló fún bàálù yẹn ní airspace to move.
This man is saying the same thing that Dr. Obadia Ti Agbolenkan is saying. Dr. Obadia was telling us that they are moving weapon and ammunition with the private jet. This man is saying the same thing. When you hear the word balloon, it's talking about aircraft. Aircraft that you have a signal. Any aircraft in the airspace, somebody must know who is in charge of that aircraft. But it is not Nigeria. There are so many private jets, so many aircraft coming in and out, and nobody knows what is happening. And at the end of the day, there are more terrorists arriving even through the aircraft, and nobody knows where they are, and they are ready to kill and maim. Not just because they want to kill and maim, because they want to keep Nigeria for themselves and probably maybe turn Nigeria into their own Islamization country.
Boko Haram in the military. They are in the army. They are everywhere. Also, Boko Haram pé bọ́sẹ̀ máa wọlé bí tó máa gbà wọlé. Clark Ẹ̀dẹ́gbọ̀n obìnrin. He was a woman sergeant. Pé ọ̀gá ó dẹ̀ yọ pistol ó fire again ó pa ọmọbìnrin yẹn. Ẹ pariwo Sunday Igboho ẹ̀ bú Sunday Igboho ni. Ó kọ̀ jẹ́ pé òun náà aláṣọ̀dù ni. He is doing the right thing. Nígbà tẹ́ bá ń pa gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa, ṣé kò ní sọ̀rọ̀ ni? Tí wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ lágbára ti sọ̀rọ̀ wá jáde wá sọ̀rọ̀ náà. For years ago, èmi ti mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà ṣe máa dojúrú. Yíbo ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tí yẹn ń gbẹ́kẹ̀lé o. Yíbo tó pé yíbo tó pọ́n fẹ́ lọ pé káà náà ti pa àfẹ́.
This is where I want us to focus on. Oh, Igbo is not àwọn tá a máa gbọ́kànlé. Igbo is not people we should trust. So who should we trust? Should we trust the Hausa man or the Fulani man or the Sultan of Sokoto or all their emirs back up there? Are those we should trust? Do you know why we are all suffering? They kept every part of Nigeria on a lockdown, on a full total lockdown. And I'll be explaining that in the next video that I'm going to be playing shortly. Let's go back again.
Bọ́lá Tinubu ò ṣe dáadáa o. Ṣé tó bá tó wá di àsìkò election nìkan lè máa tó jáde máa mú gbálẹ̀ lọ́wọ́? Wọ́n á náà yín gbálẹ̀ lórí o. Tẹ bá mú gbálẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ tó sàmàrà, wọ́n á kó yín gbálẹ̀ lórí o. Òótọ́ mo sọ fún yín. Èmi kọ́ ni INEC bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí Bọ́lá bẹ̀rẹ̀ Tinubu bá jáde is F9 failure.
Sorry about that. You can watch the video again if you have to. Some people were complaining about the audio. The video is already on our timeline as well. Now, let me remind us of when people are talking about this, because I'm going to bring the show to an end at exactly 4:30. It's not a long program. You know, we've had a long one yesterday, but at exactly 4:30, I'm going to start winding down as well. And maybe we might come back later, you know, in the evening for another roundup of program. Let me remind us these. I want to remind us. There's something I want to read out to us. Just bear with me. Once again, food products are expensive to buy in Nigeria. Why foods, even ordinary bread and margarine and breakfast cereals, are very cheap to purchase from any UK shops, any UK corner shops and supermarkets. In fact, they are purchased with coins and not with paper notes, legal tender. They stole most of our raw materials, crop imported to their countries, while their children are growing fat and healthy, nutritionists well-being balanced. On top, their children enjoy welfare state benefit, allowance, systematically child-born or adopted enjoy equal rights. Their citizens who are unemployed, jobless, are given every fortnightly seekers allowance and housing benefit. However, Nigerian citizens cannot enjoy full benefit of five life basic necessity essential for daily human life. And this is the same Britain that is now advising us of the unity of Nigeria, and we go into another election. Who is deceiving who? Who is deceiving who? Who, I should say, is deceiving who? I'm going to play a little bit from this next video.
Of the territories
Let's
of
hear
southern
this.
Nigeria. They had all kinds of trading treaties, which later matured into protection treaties, and all of that. So they had southern Nigeria, and they went on, trying to go to the hinterland, to go all the way up to the balance of Nigeria to the north. But we also recall that in 1804, by jihad, the Fulani had arrived into the space we now call Sokoto, and overrun the Hausa territories there, establishing their caliphate. So the portion we see in yellow here came under the control of these Fulani jihadists that came from the foot of Jalon mountain area into with the territory we now call Nigeria from that part. Therefore, having come in and having conquered the Hausa territory, the Fulani were also pushing southwards to get toward the Atlantic Ocean. At the time, the British were pushing northwards to get the balance of Nigeria. The reason we're making this special broadcast is to prepare us for what is coming ahead. The collapse of the 1999 Constitution will throw up situations that might confuse people, except they know where the foundations of that 1999 Constitution are. The document I have with me here covers the period preceding the 1914. So we could see exactly what the British put in place, because eventually they had to go into some kind of joint venture with the caliphate that was coming from the north, while they were coming from the Atlantic waterfront. They met in the Lorry Benue axis, the place you call the Middle Belt now. And after a brief period of skirmishes, they came to some new reasoning to say, let us, like two robbery gangs against a common target, why not we consolidate what we have? You bring what you have from the north, I bring what I have from the south, we put it together, and it becomes our common venture from which we share the profits in a certain ratio. Of course, the British was the senior partner in that sharing, because they were bringing gun into the arena to help the ones who already...
You can watch more of that on YouTube as well. But before I come down to the end of this broadcast this afternoon, Idiroko border was open. We saw the video. You can watch that replay of that video back again on our timeline. Why are we agitating for? What is the essence of this agitation? It is nothing more than the indigenous people of the owner of the land wants their land back. And that means the international community must listen to us. The international community must respect our own right as the people of the owner of the land, as against whatever their own view on us. We had a caller yesterday saying a man in America during a Zoom meeting, one of the representatives of our American government, was still telling us that they can work out the unity of Nigeria. Why must they work out the unity of Nigeria on our behalf when we are saying that enough is enough and we want to get out of this mess called Nigeria? Our father, Professor Banji Akintoye, have spoken. He says, and I quote, "The reason why we are all suffering is because Nigeria is the death trap that have not allowed us to grow." When people are saying that, they have this hatred among ourselves, it is all lies of the biggest lie you can think of. There is no hatred among us. The hatred was created by the politician that wants to be in control, where the House of Representatives cannot account for the salary that he has not worked for, as against a nurse in UCH, in Lagos Hospital, in Ekiti Hospital, in Kwara, in Kogi, in Ondo State and Osun State, that have not been paid their minimum wage. Then it means that we have been suppressed by our own politician, and likewise working in conjunction with the Fulani Caliphate as well. The Fulani knows that the Yoruba this time around are not going to back down. You cannot bribe us with any money. You cannot bribe us with material things. We will end this journey to get out of this contraction called Nigeria. Let us tell you now, the option is still on the table. We will divide Nigeria peacefully, or we will be determined to see more border that you've just witnessed continue to be open anytime, any day that anybody feels so. Yes, you would like to defend that border back again, but that will create more of the problem that you are seeing in other parts of the country as I speak today. The rally continue to be peaceful. The rally will continue to hold. For those of you living outside the country, concentrate on that rally, because that is the only thing. Make sure you attend the rally. Not just sit down and say you are watching all these broadcasts on YouTube and Facebook and you cannot be represented on the day of the rally. Some people are scared. I've got people calling me and say, oh, if they see me on this rally and I'm coming to Nigeria, then what happened? Nothing can happen. Make sure you also participate in those rallies. You have spent money already. You have spent your time watching us on 4-3 hours program on different channels, on different media agitators. But your presence at a rally is the better option at this junction. The biggest one will be coming up in Washington, D.C. It's a 3-day rally that will be starting on the 10th, 11th, and the 12th. People will be sleeping there, right in front of Washington, D.C. Also in Dallas, there will be a rally as well on the 12th as well. Right in London, Trafalgar Square, there will be a rally as well. But next week, Saturday, Ekiti State goes live with their own rally as well. Likewise, he's saying on the 14th and the 13th of August, Kogi State rally will be held as well. On the 19th of June, Ikene rally will hold. And also on the 5th of June, Germany will also be holding a rally, I guess, with the Biafra as well. I think that will be in Italy as well. So every single one of us must now come out and defend the Yoruba, not just on social media alone, by becoming represented on your own on the day of the rally. It is not the rally where only 50 people are coming out. We need to come out in our masses so that we can shut down this shit-hole contraction called Nigeria. Like I said, every Nigerians are dying for the negligence of us not doing the right thing as quickly as possible. At some point, we might also be spending a night vigil right in front of number 10 Downing Street. We will tell them we are law-abiding people. But on the ground in Nigeria, there will not be anything called law-abiding. It will be chaos. Anarchy will start. When it's going to start, I don't know. But you just saw the taste of what took place at Idiroko today. Nigeria is already on fire. If the Yoruba thing is not on fire, let the politician walk on the road without any kind of security. Let your governor just do a round check without going with any security and see if his head is not going to be chopped out. People are very angry. They are just being a little bit more patient. But that patience will not be controlled by myself or none of the other people that are talking as well. People will react. And I know because I speak to them all the time. Things will get extremely, very, very hot. And on that note, I say a very good afternoon wherever you are. Enjoy the rest of the weekend as we play our national anthem of the Yoruba as well. Once again, my name is Olayomi Koiki. People call me Koiki Media. I will not be interested in the critiques. My focus remains that Nigeria must break. Whatever you say about me is just a mere say. You will not distract me. I will be part of those that my name will be written in that golden book. Whatever teba so, akwara ile nsosi, kute debi eti mi rara, because that for me is distraction. Have a very good afternoon. very good afternoon.